Welcome to my channel. Today will be reacting to unusual Yikes recent video why she left the community. It's because of this guy right here. Don't send him any hate. And let's get right into the video. But first of all, I gotta fix. Oh, never mind. Let's get right into the video.
Oh, the Friday Night Funkin' community, how I hate it.
I kind of hate the Friday Night Funkin' community, but it's also pretty good. I mean, I like rhythm, but it just depends on the person that you're going against, playing, or the song, I guess.
So like, if people had asked me why I left the community, and like there's a little video summing up why I left the community and why I hate it, but it was actually a specific person that made me quit the community. And he goes by the name as Enysmo or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce the name. If you don't know who that is, he's a Friday Night Fucking modder with 700 subscribers and 200 followers on Twitter. He's definitely not the best person to be friends with, considering what he's done to me and a few other people. He's racist.
Big red flag. That's how to get canceled immediately. And yeah. First of all, do you have the N-word pass? And you shouldn't really be saying it because it's a racial slur.
Two, he's like a complete jerk to people. It's like a few people, I saw like a few tweets about him and stuff. Not a few, but like at least one. And I was kind of surprised by this since I thought I was the only person that happened to that I was the only person that he's done this to. He was the original composer for the Mary mod, which I took down.
By the way, Mary Mod was pretty good. I liked it because of the chart. Overall, song is pretty good. I like it.
Because of some controversy that
I would have done the same thing if I had a mod. If the composer did that, I would have done the same thing.
I've gotten into with him, and I took down the mod, and I didn't really want to talk about it since it made me a little bit nervous, but now I'm actually talking about it. I don't think he's ever going to respond since he literally runs away when trying to talk about it.
Most people would have said that or done the same thing. That's just a really stupid idea. Why would you say racial slur and then not talk to anybody after that?
Stuff to him. I know what's wrong with this guy. He doesn't handle stuff maturely for his age. He's 16 and acts like an 8-year-old.
They act like that because they want to do the funnies and also try to make people laugh and get attention and stuff, but it's actually pretty stupid. I don't really... I know it's kind of funny, but overall, it just gets boring after a while. It's not that funny anymore.
Okay, anyway, so like, this dude's really racist. I remember him saying stuff like, oh, why is the N-word racist?
First of all, it's offending people, certain people, and overall it's racist because people used to say it back in the day, and back in the day, people was different, I should say.
It's so cool, and like, just blurting it out at times, I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know why I didn't take that as a red flag from this guy. He's definitely.
I really had to cut that out. I had to cut that out for the video because that's the racial slur. So yeah.
Cool. It's not. He thinks that's like some kind of quirky saying that he's not allowed to say because he's a different race, which is true. He can't say it because he's white. You know it's racist. How about you get off the laptop for months, read a book. You learn this in school. I've been learning this in school my whole life, and even I know it's racist. Do you not pay attention in class? You learn this type of stuff in like 30.
He's probably those kids who just hang out by the lockers or leave the school premises and then come back to the school just to get picked up and not learn anything from school.
Grade or something, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember which grade I was in when I first learned about this, but he should definitely know that that's racist. He uses the excuse, there's not a lot of black people here in.
That's the worst excuse ever. Just why? Why would you say the N word and then just say there's not a lot of people in
Russia
Ukraine?
or
In
Ukraine.
Ukraine, yeah.
That's not an excuse because you have the internet and you know it's racist.
It's very racist, yeah.
That's not a very valid excuse. Now here
That's the
comes
dumbest
definitely one
excuse,
of my worst
honestly.
parts of me
Why?
talking about. He's like, oh, can you draw some SW? I mean, he didn't. I actually drew it first, so like I'm definitely in the wrong for that. He then proceeds to say, oh, I don't like it and stuff, blah blah blah. Then he's like, I'm like drawing and stuff, doing my own thing, and he's like messaging me. I'm like, Kai, can I help you? And then he's like, he's like, can you draw more of the stuff? I'm like, okay. So like, I did it. He starts asking me to draw it more. I'm like, oh my god. It was definitely on my.
Had to cut that out because, yeah. It was just 18 plus. Just, it's not the photo. Not, no image, no photo, no, nothing. It's just that they're talking about,
Comfort zone, but I
he
still
was
did
talking
it
about
anyway,
making it,
so I'm definitely still in
or
the wrong for
telling
that,
her to
and I
make it.
apologize for that. It took me so long to realize what an asshole this guy was to me, and I genuinely feel bad. He's been like a terrible person to other people, and I was actually there a few times when like he was like bashing on someone for their music sounding a little bit on kind of bad.
Why? Just why? Why are you hating on people's music taste? Sure, they might mess up, they're beginner and stuff, or just why? Why would you like say racial slur? That is basically one being racist and also being toxic as well. You're hating on people's music taste. Sure, they might be beginners. They're trying to test out new things. Just why? Why are you hating on? Why are you like targeting people for having music taste or just messing up in general? Just why?
But he kind of has no space because like his music kind of sucks too, and then he gets all hurt when other people say,
Well, that's just karma, hitting him hard with karma.
"Oh, your music sucks." Is he? Here's something that my friend has to say from like their experience with him, I guess.
Yeah, so like
It's Puffy, let's go! My favorite YouTuber.
Enysmo, or like however you pronounce his name. It's like Enysmo. Enysmo. That's so goofy. Ever since knowing his existence like 10 months ago, I gotta say I never really liked him. The first time I talked to him on Discord, he like acted extremely dry to me, and I still don't know why. I never really thought much of it though, until like 4 months later, where like a specific someone was exposed to drawing Nazi for work. Me and Unusual are gonna find evidence against this guy because Nazi for work is gross, and this person is gross.
Just depends on the person. And I think the 18 plus content is pretty gross, honestly. But it just depends on the person, on what they do.
Still
But
is
yeah.
gross. And all of a sudden, Enysmo. He joined, and I kid you not, one of the first things he said when he joined the group chat was the hard R.
No, why? That's how to. That's not how do you. That's not how you start a conversation. First of all, that's the worst way to start a conversation. Say the N word, and then just act like nothing happened.
Like the entire N word. Like who starts a conversation like that? Like, please tell me. And he didn't even have the N word pass, which makes things
A million times worse.
even worse. Then he added like a stupid blushing emoji to like the end of the word, as like it was some sort of joke. But then he deleted the message like 5 seconds later. I thought there was gonna be no way for Unusual to be okay with this, but then like from what I gather, Enysmo, he like manipulated her into thinking this stuff was okay, which it really is.
It's so bad. It's getting worse and worse.
But like 6 months later, where and Unusual supposedly stopped talking. They didn't, by the way. I tried convincing Unusual that Enysmo was a bad person, but for some reason Unusual kept like offending him. I don't know why.
I'm assuming that he meant defending, so I'll go with that.
I must have really tricked her then. Like, if she really defended Dad, that's like kind of sad. Like, this can happen to like anyone. Like, Enysmo is like one of the main reasons Unusual lost like most of her friends, which is a real shame. And he like kept Unusual lost like most of her friends, which is a real shame. And he like kept talking to her like nothing happened. I tried to like tell Unusual how bad Enysmo was, but she wouldn't listen to me for some reason. So then I went to go tell Enysmo that to at least show some decency into like talking to her, because what he was doing there was not okay. He still does this, but like for some reason at first he was acting super nice to me, like overly nice.
Fake emotions. Why?
I was like, oh, maybe he did change. And then like 5 minutes later, he was like tired of me or something, because he said,
Whoa. Suicide threats? That's not even funny, bro. What if someone actually like does that? And then I don't get, why would you say that? Just why? You're bound to get like really bad karma. It's like hitting your way.
oh, kill yourself. Then I sat there and thought to myself, oh, I guess he didn't change. Haha, that's hilarious. I then like told Unusual about what happened with me and him. She was upset at first, but then she thanked me like a day later, because she finally realized that Enysmo was a bad person. So, oh yeah, on the same day, Enysmo tried to apologize to me for saying, kill yourself. And like, that made no sense to me, because if you tell someone to kill themselves and then apologize a day later,
It's gonna be too late. Like, just why?
what if they do kill themselves during that time period? We're talking to no one, you stupid poopy head. What can I say? I can't really be surprised about that, with like his extremely long Tarzan hair blocking so much. I would say I hope he changes. Like,
I agree with Puffy. I hope he changes in the future, but I'm starting to lose hope for him.
future, but like he already said, "Ooh, I changed," like at least 12 times since I met him. Like each being in the span of 2 weeks. How do you stop being racist in 2 weeks? Where's the
It has to be at least like 3 months to like 5 months to fully change.
logic behind that? But yeah, that's like all I really want to say. I've been
At times, he would just tell me
Rip Puffy.
to kill myself and then try and patch it up with the "I love you." I mean, I like when people tell me that they love me, but like, he still hurt me many times, and he expected me to forgive him after he told me to kill myself. He said I was ugly before, and he also told me to shut up when I was like,
That's how to lose a friend so quick.
seeing if he's okay.
This dude is actually gonna get really bad karma in the future.
That's definitely all I have to say. This guy genuinely looks like he smells like nickels and drinks like
Not the white Gatorade,
Gatorade.
no.
I kind of hope he chokes on a cheese stick, and definitely stay away from this guy. Don't send him any hate, just stay away from him.
I agree with Unusual Yikes. Don't send him any hate. Again. Don't send him any hate or anything like that. No threats, no hate. This is just my POV and my reaction. So yeah.
It's probably for the best to report him
Well, these are my responses.
or block him.